Really quick, I just want to talk about why I think a family banking system might be just a thing for your family and, of course, your wealth personally. Well, if you think about it, we all use a conventional way of banking, probably to buy a house or a car or some other big purchase that we're going to make. What if instead of you buying that next house or car, using a conventional bank, a traditional bank like Wells Fargo, Bank of America, and the plethora of other banks and intermediaries out there, what if instead of making the bank rich, you made your family rich and yourself richer into the future? How you can do this is really, really simple. You're going to be able to put your dollars into a whole life insurance policy. And if multiple people in the family have policies together, you guys will have enough cash value to start making bigger and larger purchases. This is why we talk about overfunding your policy here at the Cash Compound. It's because you're going to be able to do things with your policy that you just don't hear other people doing. For an example, do you hear a lot of people saying, I bought a house, I bought a car, I just paid off some debt, I just finished paying off my mortgage using my whole life insurance policy? You don't really hear about that a lot, do you? And the reason being is because it's not designed and set up the correct way going into the policy. But more important, they're not overfunding their policy and treating it like a banking system. That's exactly what we do. That's what we help people accomplish on a personal level, and we expand that out amongst the family. So myself, I have 7 policies inside of my household, and I'm looking to add more to that. And the reason being is because, just like I said earlier, if I have a policy and other people inside of my family have policies, maybe my policy doesn't have enough, but there's 4 other people that are also participating inside of infinite banking concept, and I can borrow from their policies as well. So if I want to buy a $50,000 car and I have $10,000 in cash value, obviously that's not enough, and I would still have to use the traditional way of banking. But if there's 4 other people inside of my family who also have banking systems, I could borrow $10,000 from them as long as they have that cash value available. Now, that same car note, the same interest that I would pay to a bank or intermediary, I can now pay that money back to myself and my other family members, therefore enriching myself and my family members through that transaction. Remember, you're going to make these transactions anyways. You're going to buy the car, the house, the shoes, the clothes, and go on vacation. It's all about how you do it, where does the money go, and how much control do you have over the process. So think about your next transaction. What is that going to look like? Where's the money going to go? And who are you making wealthier with the decision to make that purchase? I think that it should be yourself. I think it should be your family. And I think you should start working on generational wealth and keeping more of the dollars inside of the family. Keep the money in the family. We've all heard of that. I think it's time for you to keep more of your money with yourself and your family members and people that you love and care about, instead of making banks and intermediaries richer off of your purchases and your hard work.